Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Barreto Boys Weekly NFL Recap. We are here for the Week 10 of the NFL season. We are coming to you early because we are watching another Sunday night fucking stinker. So I'm your host, Podcast Poppy, Dylan Barreto. I'm with Big Brother Steven Barreto. Hello.
Sunday night one-sider.
Another fucking stinker. And shocker, Steven, last time we did a Sunday night stinker, it also involved the fucking Steelers.
No, last week was a stinker because it involved the commies.
Well, that one, yep. So 2 out of the 3 Sunday night stinkers have involved Aaron Rodgers. So we come to you with about just over 4 minutes left in the game. The Chargers currently lead 25-3, and Aaron Rodgers is up on his back again. So this game has been an absolute utter ass whooping top to bottom. Started with the field goal from Boswell, and then a safety to Aaron Rodgers, in which he started to complain and yell that it was everybody else's fault when he didn't have to run backwards into the fucking end zone.
He ran backwards, and he ran back into the end zone, came up, then saw Khalil Mack, went back into the end zone, fumbled, and had to take it, which was all his fault. I'm like, he always blaming everybody. And Pittsburgh Steelers, those early victories over nobodies and lucky victories over the Patriots.
Who do they have coming up?
They can't move. They have one wide receiver. They can't get on the ball.
So they get a rematch of the Bengals, who are coming off of back-to-back.
Yeah, they have to, and they get to play the Ravens, and they get to play the Ravens twice. They haven't played the Ravens yet.
Yep, so they're coming off. They have to face the Bengals, who are coming off of back-to-back at like terrible losses and a bye week. Fun fact: this is the best the defense is going to play all year. This is the best defense the Bengals have played all year because they're not playing fucking anybody. Because they're on a fucking bye week. So then they have the Bears.
The Bengals beat them last time.
Yep. I don't know if that'll happen this time. But then they have the Bears, who this could be like a good game or an awful game, depending on what version of the Bears you get and what version of the fucking Steelers you get. Because based off of this game, this fucking Steelers defense isn't anywhere near to being as good as it was last week. And then you get Buffalo. Then you get Baltimore. Then you get Miami, which is a win. The Lions. The Browns, which is a win, then the Ravens. So what? They're going to be 5-4. Let's say they beat the Bengals 6-4. Lose the Bears 6-5. Lose the Steelers 6-6. Lose the Ravens 6-7. Beat the Dolphins 7-7. Lose the Lions 7-8. Beat the Browns 8-8, and then they have a chance to go into the fucking last game of the season to either give Tomlin his consecutive winning season thing that he has, or a fucking loss.
No, he's never had a losing season.
Yep, or a loss that puts him in his first losing season as a head coach. And whether the Ravens are in it or not, I promise you everyone's playing.
Well, the Ravens are back in it because now they're one game behind, and they're 4-5, 5-4 with 2 meetings to go against them.
So the Steelers team gets real interesting. Interesting going forward.
Steelers are collapsing as they score a touchdown.
Yeah, Rodgers threw a terrible pick early on in the fucking game. Oh, touchdown. Well, let's just fool you, ladies and gentlemen. The score does not indicate how fucking...
The fact that the Chargers... Justin Herbert gives him his props, moving the ball down the field with that bad offensive line that's just signing guys off the street.
And he was throwing some missiles, too.
Third string running back.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get there, T. Severe. We'll get there. I have some things to say about him, too. Because fucking Anthony was defending him, saying, Justin Fields had himself a good game management game today. I was like, what the fuck were you watching? Nothing, obviously, but Chargers 25.
I can tell they don't watch football.
He wasn't watching. He was like, "Oh, he's had a good game management game." I was like, "If you take away the Breece Hall touchdown, where again, I don't know how any of you guys feel, but I know Steven and I feel that if you give the ball to a receiver at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, and then they take the ball fucking 45 yards, I don't value that as a touchdown pass. Like, yes, they get a touchdown pass in their stat line, but like the running back did all the work. If you take away the Breece Hall screen pass, Justin Fields was 4 for fucking 10 for like 12 yards.
Yeah, it would have 12 yards. It's
how do you can't defend that? You can't sit here and tell me you're game managing when you're just not. You're absolutely not. But we'll get there.
The Chargers keep winning, which is going to help them and the Chargers have victories over everybody in the division. They beat the Broncos. They've beaten the Raiders. I think it swept the Raiders already. And they beat the Chiefs once. So, well, the Broncos, with their fluky wins, they keep pulling off. The Broncos still have to play the Chargers again, the Chiefs twice.
Let's get started with Thursday night while this game's going on. The Broncos 10, Raiders 7. This Broncos team is the worst 8-2 team I've fucking seen. Hands down, the worst 8-2 team I've ever seen.
It was the way Bo Nix is just terrible. He's so terrible. And somehow they find a way, the defense finds a way to bail him out somehow and win these games. Like, yeah, yes, the Raiders are that bad. But hey.
Fucking Anthony was cheering the Geno injury. When Geno goes down, he's like, oh, thank God. He said, oh, I hope it's serious.
What do you expect to move the ball?
Anthony's over here throwing a fit about Jacoby Myers talking about being asked about the Raiders. He's like, shut up. Don't talk to us, you fucking bum. Like, anybody who leaves the Raiders, Anthony fucking hates. Absolutely fucking hates. Whether I
can't wait for when Crosby leaves. How he's gonna?
Oh, he's gonna shit on him too. That's something we've all said to him. Is like when Crosby gets traded, you're gonna be pissed and you're gonna talk so much shit about him and you're gonna call him a pussy. Like that's really what's gonna fucking happen. Shout out to Keenan Allen, just crossed Antonio Gates for the all-time Chargers receptions lead on that little pop pass. That's dope. Congratulations, Keenan Allen.
Listen, you don't look. Micah Parsons, I want him on my fucking team, and they traded him away. I'm not gonna ever talk shit about fucking Micah Parsons.
The Jets just traded away 2 of my favorite players on the team, and I'm just like, what do you want me to do? Like I hope they do well. Quinnen deserves to be.
The Raiders have a whole team issue right now. And fucking Joe Biden is not going to be able to – is not helping. Then Chip Kelly is –
They fired their special teams coordinator after this game, but Chip Kelly still has a job.
Chip Kelly is calling plays like he's in college. The only difference is when you were at Ohio State, you have Jeremiah Smith and Egg Abuka last year. So it's what? And who's your receivers now? You just have to throw the ball to Brock Bowers and then Genty.
Like, again, drafting Genty
was
a waste when you have so many holes. I say this to Anthony all the fucking time. Running backs and tight ends are luxuries. You shouldn't be wasting premium picks on them unless you have everything else ready, set to go. You should have went Membu with your pick, and then you should have went Judkins, Hampton, Henderson.
Offensive line is a must.
With this team, the offensive line is a must. I don't think the Raiders have had a good offensive line in over a decade.
The defense,
I don't think the Raiders have had a good defense in over 15 years.
That just tells you how
bad. Severe, please chime in to let me know if I'm wrong.
Bo Nix is so bad against this Raiders defense.
This dog shit Raiders defense, mind you.
Why is this a game? This should not even be a game.
The 2 worst games that the Broncos have played this year have come against the fucking Raiders and the fucking Jets. 2 teams you should not be in a fucking slugfest with for race to score the least amount of points.
Well, they also played bad against the Giants. but they came back and won that
Well,
game.
yeah, but they came back and they
Well, they
won the
all
fucking
those
game. But like the fact that the Broncos and the fucking Jet games were a combined less than 20 points scored together is fucking insane. Like this, like granted, the Broncos really only have to win 2 more games to like seal themselves into the playoffs, like for real. But the amount of talent that they've played is going to end up biting them in the ass when they have to play a real football team.
I believe they play Kansas City next.
Yes. So Kansas City, they still have the Kansas City Chiefs twice, the Chargers once, and the Packers once.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be interesting to see for the Broncos. To Germany we go. Indianapolis Colts 31, Atlanta Falcons 25. Jonathan Taylor did that thing where he said, "I'm gonna bail out Indiana Jones."
If you're a Colts fan, I'd be worried about Indiana Jones. The last 2 weeks, he's had 6 fumbles and 3 interceptions, and he's playing bad. And teams are Daniel Jones is number 1 in the NFL in completing passes to his first read. Number 1 in first read. So teams are taking away his first read, and he's scared. This is what Steichen did with Jalen Hurts, like when he was offense coordinator last year. What he did was run the ball heavy on the run game, RPO, first read throws. If the quarterback starts struggling, then we'll stop throwing the ball and we'll just run the ball, and the running game will bail me out.
And boy, did it bail him out, because the Falcons were up late in the fourth quarter, and Jonathan Taylor fucking busted it. The longest run of the season for 80-something yards.
82.
Oh, longest run of the season, longest run of his career. I don't understand this Falcons team.
Here's
Raheem Morris, one is from the Robert Saleh School of fucking clock management, where
Penix was missing throws.
He was terrible today.
He was missing throws because the Falcons should have won this game. First half, Raheem Morris, it was like 45 seconds. They sacked Daniel Jones 45 seconds left. He doesn't take a fucking timeout. And all that time goes. And what does Daniel Jones do on the next play? He throws a pick. So now they intercept the ball with no time, because he didn't. If he calls a timeout after the sack on Jones and they get the ball to start the first half, at least get a field goal or something, and then go into halftime and get the ball to start the third quarter. And then at the end of the game, where they had no timeouts, they made the tackle, and they're running the field goal unit on there, and you take a timeout. Why are you taking a timeout? You're helping the Colts. Because they have no timeouts. You made a tackle inbounds, and they have to rush the field goal unit on there, and they got to rush the kick. And you gave them a free timeout, helping them out. So I would get rid of him. This team doesn't have their first round pick next year. The Rams have their pick. So them losing doesn't help. And him with his bad management, if we're going to be bad management, if you can't manage the clock, you got to be out as the coach. And then
Bijan Robinson, the lack of Bijan Robinson in the fourth quarter, I don't understand. Electing to go with Tyler Algier in the fourth quarter and clear passing downs, I truly don't get.
They don't have a clear number 2 wide receiver. And you know who's a good receiver? Bijan. So Bijan needs to be the number 2 wide receiver. It's like McCaffrey. McCaffrey's like 5th in the league in receptions, receiving wise this year. He leads fucking San Fran in receptions. Bijan, you have Drake London. Bijan needs to be number 2, because freaking Darnell Mooney stinks, and all the other wide receivers stink.
Olamide Zaccheaus dropped a fucking pass in the fourth quarter that hit him directly in the fucking hands, and I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand this. When you can't let Penix down when he's already kind of struggling. If you're getting the ball hitting your hands, you can't fucking fuck him up on that. There's a way as a offensive coordinator, as a head coach, as a running backs coach, whatever you want, to make sure you have all of your best players on the field at one time. Like, if you really want to have Tyler Algier on the field, you can. But you know who else you can have on the field? Bijan Robinson at the same time. Like, I don't get it. This is that Arthur Smith shit where we just don't realize how to use this absolute fucking weapon.
And Ulbrich on defense just should have kept blitzing.
Oh yeah,
when they were highly successful every time they blitzed, and every time they didn't blitz, they fucking gave up the fucking first down, or
which is crazy because Ulbrich is not a blitz guy.
Every time they blitzed, Jones was shook. Every time they blitzed, something went right, and every time they stopped blitzing, they gave up first downs, or they had long gains, or there was a scramble and it went. I'm like, why just stop blitzing? Blitzing, Daniel Jones could not fucking throw the ball every time they blitzed because he couldn't get to his first read. He wanted to run, and in that fourth quarter at the end, where Shane Steichen's like, I'm just handing the ball to Jonathan Taylor. We are not throwing the ball.
We're not throwing anymore. Just give 28 the ball. And that's what they did. You got to bail me out. It's amazing what you could do when you just commit to your best player.
And the difference is between him and Saquon last year was Jonathan Taylor already has way more touchdowns than Saquon had last year.
I mean, because Saquon, you get inside the 5, they would stop handing the ball to Saquon. They would just tush push all the way. Yeah. The Colts don't have they do it, but not really. So it's
he right now. Taylor is front runner for MVP right now. I put him number 1 as of right now.
Yeah, because what?
He's carrying that team. 244 yards
is insane.
We also got to say he's leading the league in rushing. We can also talk about there's another 200-yard game he had like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We got to talk about 2,000 yards he's coming up on. With all these fucking touchdowns, he'd probably break the touchdown record.
Listen, I'm a big proponent of this is a quarterback award. I don't care how good you're playing as any other position. But if you get to the point where you're like at the touchdown record and approaching having 2,000 yards, you really have to consider like, hey, we cannot give this award to Matt Stafford. We could just give it to Jonathan Taylor.
And Matt Stafford, I have number 2. With fucking Jonathan Taylor, because he clearly impacts the game. If you fucking like Pittsburgh shut him down last week, they shut down the whole offense. If you shut down, so what teams are going to do? Because Daniel Jones struggled. It's pumpkin season, and that Cinderella has turned back to a pumpkin.
Oh, here's Severe's back with the Raider talk. He goes, damn, I missed the Raider section. I asked you about if the Raiders have had either one of the two things, a good offensive line in the last 10 years or in the last 15 years, a good defense. And yes, me and you are right here with the Genty pick. Should have just went Membu and then took somebody else. Geno sucks. Pete needs to do us a favor and retire. Pete's brain leaked out of his ear, so he's probably going to resign at the end of this year.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there chewing gum on the sideline. I think only him chewing the gum is keeping him awake. He has to chew the gum. That's what's keeping him awake from what he's like.
So
he got the hand up on the thing.
I think right now I'd say Jonathan Taylor, but again, it's the quarterback order. I think they're going to give it to Stafford if they keep playing like this, but like eventually it's going to become undeniable. Yeah. Right?
It could become undeniable, but what happens is now Jones struggled 2 weeks in a row, and now they're in the tough part of their schedule. They have to play, I think, Jacksonville twice. They haven't won in Jacksonville in like 15 years. They have to play Houston, I believe they have to play Houston twice.
Well, the Colts they go to the Chiefs after the bye week.
Yeah.
Then you have the Houston, who Stroud should be back for that game.
Stroud should be back.
Jags twice if their defense is healthy is a good game.
Well, if their wide receivers fucking are healthy.
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks, Niners. So they have a murderer's row. So they have to.
They have a tough schedule coming forward.
The rest of their season is.
It's tough. So what are we here? They're
8-2.
They're 8-2. Let's count the wins. So the Chiefs 8-3. The Texans at Indy 9-3.
8-4.
I give them this.
No, that Houston defense is as good as
Denver.
Denver.
The Colts defense is good too.
Yeah, Houston's defense is as good as Denver's. The Colts defense wanted to give everything away. Penix is just missing throws.
This is throw. Muffin Hands dropped another pick. Then got killed by fucking Drake London on that 2-point conversion. Oof, that was a bad rep by Sauce there. 2 first-round picks.
No, he's got a Sauce nickname back. He hasn't been Sauce after his second year. Jacksonville, they haven't won in Jacksonville in a long time.
Yeah, but it all depends on which version of the Jags you're getting. If you're getting this version of the Jags that's giving up,
are you getting Brian Thomas Jr. back?
Are any of your starting corners playing?
Travis Hunter coming back. He's an IR. Is he on the 4-week one? He has to miss 4 weeks at least.
The car insurance line. Penn, Alexi Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Milosanius right tackles. Good full year of defense. Not since 02. Because I know what Derek Carr, I don't think has had a defense ranked outside of the top 20. I think ever. So it's been a fucking long time. It's been a long time since having a good defense. But hey, let's draft a running back.
You also have to think about the Colts should have lost today.
The Colts should have lost a few games in the last 3 weeks. But that'll bite them in the ass in the playoffs. Because they're going to make the playoffs. It's just, again, 2 wins seals it. And they could get it in either of these, splitting the Texans, splitting the Jags, and then what version of the Niners they play. That's the problem here. If you get the McCorkle of today, you're not winning anything. Browns, Jets. Jets 27, Browns 20. It's currently 11:41 Eastern Standard Time on 11/9/2025, and Kevin Stefanski still has a job. He should be fired for this absolute disaster class of a game that he fucking coached today. And I had to watch in the group chat Roz fucking praise Dylan Gabriel for his 2 touchdowns that came off of fucking Justin Fields' interception, and then a drive in which we gave them 3 first downs with defensive penalties, and then do absolutely nothing. God. Justin Fields, 6 for 11, 54 yards, a touchdown interception. If you take away the Breece Hall 40-yard touchdown, he had 5 passes. He was 5 for 10 for 12 yards on it. But once it started raining, all Glenn and Tanner Engstrom did was just hey, we need to just get our best player the ball, because Garrett currently isn't playing. He's out. He went out in the fucking 4th quarter because he retweaked his knee, and we haven't completed a ball at all today, really. So get Breece the ball, and just good things will happen. And that's exactly what happened. 2 weeks in a row, 2 games in a row, Breece Hall was the fucking hero. Will McDonald today had 4 fucking sacks, outperforming Myles Garrett. The fact that the Jets' offensive line only gave up 1 sack to Myles Garrett today is fucking crazy. Justin threw 54 yards, and Breece Hall was 42 of them.
Yeah, the screen.
Stop counting the yards after the catch towards the quarterback stats, please. I'm so sick of that shit because then I have to sit here watch Aaron Rodgers' stats get ballooned by fucking screen passes. Brock Purdy's entire career has been screen passes.
It's different if it's like a 20-yard pass and then you get the yak that goes for 80. Like, oh, he hit him in stride. The receiver beat the corner. That's different. Will you catch screen pass behind the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, let's see if I could find the play.
Like the Drake May strike to that wide receiver, the rookie wide receiver. Yes, that count that yak, but not the fucking yak for Breece Hall.
Their second leading tackler. Fields release gets it out to Hall. Hall, open real estate. Hall.
Let's give that to fucking Justin Fields. Let's give that to Justin Fields. Again, I don't even care if we play Tyrod Taylor, right? Justin Fields can't play. He can't play.
Well, look. Well, at least you have this one this season. You have the Ohio State Championship.
Oh yeah, for Nick Mangold, man,
champion of Ohio.
And then we got to go Thursday against this fucking Patriots team. Yeah, this celebrating victories over the last 3 weeks is going to end real quick. Real quick. Listen, all right, let's get to the fourth quarter of this fucking game, right? So we throw this touchdown pass, 14 minutes left. We go back and forth, punting the ball a bunch. And then it's the last drive of the game for the Jets. And they're third in a billion because Mason Graham broke the fucking line of scrimmage on the handoff and almost tackled Justin on the handoff. They lost a bunch of yards. Breece Hall just was sliding in and out of the drives, get a couple first downs, just going down before going out of bounds. And third and fucking a billion, Denzel Ward just decides to fucking hug John Mechie. Defensive holding, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. And I'm like, no shot. They just gave this fucking game away. All right, we just need a fucking first down. This game's over. First down, run. Obviously. Second down, run. Obviously. Third down, run. Obviously. It's now 4th and 3. 4th and 3 with like 50 seconds left. Glenn sends everybody out there. Everybody knows we're not running a fucking play here. Everybody knows we're not running a fucking play here. We're just going to try to draw you off sides. Justin Fields. So hot! Encroachment. Defense. Automatic first down. Ball game. How the fuck does this guy still have a job? No way your defense blows 2 fucking penalties in the last drive of the game when you would have had a minute to drive on this dog shit defense, except for Will McDonald, who was having himself a fucking game. Like, there's no reason for this. How does he still have a job? I don't know. We had an argument in the chat about it because now Roz has insisted we won't have the first pick of the draft. And I'm like, listen, there's not another win.
As of right now,
we're 5.
Well, no, I don't see another win for Tennessee.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about Tennessee taking a quarterback. I
think Tennessee earned the number 1 pick again.
Yeah, but I see us.
They're going to have to take Reuben Bain if they get that pick.
It's either this: you draft Reuben Bain, or hi, Indy. My name is Darren Muji. I am prepared to offer you a deal. You will still have a top 5 pick, but I will have your pick. So I'm willing to wheel and deal for you. I'm starting a movement. It's called #SS. It's the PR-friendly way to call for tanking. It stands for strategic substitution. I've been SS since the Colts whooped on us. Listen, you're calling it SS. I'm calling it ethical tanking because we are bad enough to not to not lose on purpose. We will organically lose games It's crazy that we traded our 2 best defensive players and then we won in back-to-back weeks. Fucking crazy. But yeah, there's no way we're gonna unethically just like trade everywhere and do those. No, we're gonna organically just fucking lose games. But there's a part of me where Justin Fields is gonna play just good enough, like he did today, to not completely fuck us and win a game we don't need to win. That's why he can't play. That's why I'm not calling for Tyrod anymore either.
Congratulations, Jets! You won the Tubi Bowl.
It's just play Brady Cook. That's it. Just play Brady Cook. We don't need to see anything else from Justin Fields. We've seen 8 games of Justin Fields.
Dylan Gabriel's not getting it done. I don't know how Stefanski. Well, we'll see. See what happens tomorrow.
Anthony was like, "Oh, Stefanski's going to be safe. He's going to get his chance with Shador, and he's going to be fine." I'm like,
but he doesn't like Shador. That's the thing. He will not. He did not want Shador. He does not want anything. He does not.
He doesn't like Shador. I was like, the only way Shador plays this year is when Stefanski gets fired. That's the only way that guy's playing. So I don't fucking know. I don't know. The Jets team, they can't win any more games. We absolutely can't. I'm all in on Arvil Reese. The QB classes, man. I like Bain as well. I like Fernando Mendoza a lot.
If he comes out.
He's coming out.
He has a 1-year eligibility.
Yeah, but he's coming out. There's no... He won't gain anything from going back. He absolutely won't gain anything. Dante Moore will gain something going back because he's probably staying.
Sellers
is probably going to be in Miami next year.
Yeah, Sellers. I know. I'm waiting for that.
Sellers is going to be in Miami next year.
Malachi Tony.
Malachi
Tony.
It's for me. It's either Fernando Mendoza or nobody. That's it. There's no. Don't try to feed me Ty Simpson. I'm smart enough to know what Ty Simpson is, despite what he's doing this year, which is nice. He's playing some solid football, but
the problem is all the quarterbacks that were the top going into the year
sucked.
Are fucking nowhere near the top in the middle of the fucking season of college.
Garrett Nussmeier is fucking not having a good year.
That's why I got
benched. Paige Klubnik's not having a good year.
Lagway got benched.
Like all Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, what's his face from what the fuck is his name? What schools? Arch. All these guys all these guys came in this year supposed to be the top prospects and aren't. Fernando Mendoza isn't a real person. His post-game interviews are written by ChatGPT, delivered by AI. Eichel Mendoza, Kirk Primos. Listen, he's a cringy man, but that boy's good at football. He is absolutely good at football. But he absolutely is a fucking cringy human.
He's a nerd.
He's a financial savant.
Yeah, he was a Cal. Cal takes smart people. You're a fucking Cal, Stanford, Duke. You're supposed to be smart.
But he's also playing good football.
Those are the non-Ivy League smart schools.
Listen, I'll take a fucking brainiac at quarterback if he could also play football. And he's playing football at a really high level. He's doing something that a Jet quarterback hasn't fucking done in a very long time, which was like progress through reads and make smart football plays. This is a great response to you.
Yeah, so did you know who else went to Cal? Marshawn Lynch. I guess
there's exceptions to the rule.
There's exceptions to the rule.
There's exceptions to the rule. Not you're there purely for athletics, not for brain power.
Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback at Cal.
Didn't Nnamdi Asomugha also go to Cal?
Cal Berkeley is the fucking.
Lynch did too. I actually think Lynch is super smart. Just hood like Kugler. That's good. Jets 27, Cleveland Browns stink. We complete the bowl. Shout out to Max B's free, and Max B decided that on his first day out of fucking prison, I'm gonna go to the fucking Jet game. And boy, did he come to the Jet game. When I first saw he was there, I was like, you could have been doing anything else on your first full day out. Your first full day out, you could have done anything else, but you decided to go to a Jet versus Browns game. Crazy. Jets are undefeated when Max B is at fucking home games. Saints 27, Panthers 7. Panthers lose their first home game of the year?
No, second.
But their home win streak
this is Bryce Young's first home loss of the year. When Andy Dalton started, they lost that game.
Yeah, Bryce Young did not play fucking great. Tyler Shuck had himself a nice game, but
Olave was alive because we know that the Panthers are the good bad team. They're a bad team. They just have some wins, and they can't be losing at home to the fucking Saints. And New Orleans fans, don't be like, we got our franchise quarterback. Let's pump the brakes.
Nah, let them win like 2 more games so I feel safer.
Let's pump the brakes.
Let's let them win a couple more games.
But a bad Carolina team who's ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
The Panthers defense. And the offense couldn't move. The offense couldn't move today.
I didn't watch too much. This was the game I decided to not put my resources into.
Bryce Young was bad today. Panthers overall were bad. It was just
Panthers stink. I don't want to put too much time into them. Just like I didn't want to put too much time into them in the fucking while the game was going on. Patriots 28, Bucks 23. How much does Vrabel hate TreVeyon Henderson? Like, seriously.
The only reason he plays him is because the running backs are hurt. And he was playing Jennings, and then Jennings left the game. I don't know why Vrabel does not like TreVeyon Henderson. He's their best fucking back. When you give him the ball, magic happens.
He's really good.
Yeah.
I don't understand how
he's their best back. Ramondre comes back off injury. They better not put a motherfucker in the fucking game. He fumbles too much. Ramondre is what he is. Henderson is your back. And you want to stay explosive, you need Henderson in there. Because Drake May is making the fucking throws. Drake May is the third candidate for MVP. Like
they could beat the Titans, they could beat the Dolphins.
The way they move the ball on this Tampa defense, who normally shuts down the run, but they ran outside. It's like if you miss a tackle on Henderson, he's gone.
Oh yeah,
on runs, gone.
Did you see him look back on that second run to see if they actually wanted him to score or not?
Yeah, he was so far ahead. He looked at them. You want me to score? No. Oh, score? Yeah, score.
Vrabel is an enigma, man.
So
I don't understand
that right there with him checking with them, probably Vrabel's like, he's gotta be my guy. Look how he checked in with us before he scored a touchdown. And I'm like, go.
I
still, this was a test for New England. I still kind of wish I need to see the Bucs at full strength.
Yes, because this was a good win. That defense is good.
That defense is good, but their offense, it's like you double Ibuka, he's only throwing to Otten, and Otten ain't freaking going nowhere. They're missing Bucky Irvin. They need Mike Evans.
Well, Mike Evans is done.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is done.
He's not done. It's just
this year.
Oh, no, he's coming back.
Anthony, he's saying everything you even said. Where you're like, yeah, they have a weaker schedule, but like this is a good win for the Patriots. This is probably the toughest team besides the Bills are going to play because they have a cupcake schedule.
I mean,
and he also said that Drake May was third in his MVP voting. So
it's just Vrabel has to get out of your mind those other running backs. Just leave Henderson in the game. Leave Travion Henderson in the game. He needs to be the starting running back. He needs to be the bell cow. He needs to be the bell cow. He's got 14 carries and had 147 yards and 2 touchdowns against a Tampa defense that's known for stopping the run.
Baker did his thing too today. Baker is so fucking good, man. He's so fucking good. With Ibuka really being the lone wide receiver that he fucking has right now. Shout out to Baker.
What happened? What Tampa's going to need to do is they're going to have to get rid of Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Ibuka, and Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson is the one they need to fucking get more involved with Ibuka to free up Ibuka because Tez Johnson's speed just lifts the top for this offense.
Ravens 27, Vikings 19. JJ McCarthy stinks. He fucking stinks.
He only does good on scripted drives. Once again, the first drive script, then he falls apart after the script.
He threw those 2 interceptions he threw were literally the same play where he just decided to step up and just heave deep and throw directly to a Raven. And then he also had 2 other passes the same exact way those were picked off that were dropped. He fucking stinks. The Ravens defense played much better than they have, but this Ravens defense also fucking stinks.
Yeah,
fucking stinks.
JJ has to take advantage of this defense. It's not like this. This defense has been the Achilles heel for the Ravens all year, and trust me, they wanted to give this lead up too.
The Vikings need to just consistently establish the run, man. That's really all that. It's bad quarterback 101. Like establish the run, play action, short throws, take a deep shot, keep it moving. That's how you have to, like, if you're really going to roll with J.J. McCarthy as your quarterback, you can't actually expect him to play quarterback.
You have to do what Michigan did and make him target your fucking wide receivers. Make him target his number one target is Naylor. He's only throwing to Naylor.
He loves Naylor.
He loves Naylor. He needs to the targets need to be Addison and Jefferson.
Addison only had 3 catches. My fantasy team hates fucking JJ McCarthy so much because Carson Wentz would throw the ball to fucking Jordan Addison, but fucking JJ McCarthy doesn't, and it pisses me off with every fiber of my being. I fucking hate JJ McCarthy. I told people JJ McCarthy was cheeks and Bo Nix was cheeks. I'd listened to the Bo Nix guys all last year, but I spun the block on them this season. Listen, we've been JJ McCarthy haters off the rip because he wasn't a good quarterback at Michigan, and we saw Harbaugh working overtime to make sure his boy got drafted.
How many quarterbacks have won national championships also didn't play in the NFL? You can go that throughout the time. Like, couldn't be a quarterback in the NFL. It happens. But you're like, what did he do? He was on a defense. He was a manager on Michigan. Fucking
Stetson Bennett's still trying to find a job and be a fucking starter.
Like, what was he better than Stetson Bennett?
No.
Stetson Bennett did the same thing he did.
And Stetson Bennett's a fucking third string quarterback. They went back to back. Stetson Bennett's a fucking reserve quarterback on the Rams behind fucking Jimmy Garoppolo, who fucking sucks. JJ stinks. Just run the football. Like, O'Connell, you did wonders with Sam Darnold. You did wonders with
Darnold
the astronaut.
Had arm talent and could throw the ball. He was just a turnover machine.
Correct. He also was scared for his life.
Yeah, but in college.
Oh, college, he never had an offensive line.
In college, he was a turnover machine, but the accuracy and the arm talent was there. J.J. McCarthy never had that shit. He never had to throw the ball.
No, he was a fucking handoff merchant. He was a Blake Corum
merchant and offensive line merchant. Guess what? Every now and then I can make one throw. I played in the Big Ten.
What was the fucking redhead quarterback from TCU? Duggan.
Yeah.
Max Duggan. That guy sucked. I think he's somewhere in the NFL right now, but he didn't have the Harbaugh stamp. So
but Duggan played in the Big 12, and they actually threw the ball. But like I said, Big 12, no defenses.
Upset of the week: Miami Dolphins 30, Buffalo Bills 13. Tua Tagovailoa showed up to work today.
What I always say about the Buffalo defense, they do not want you to run. They do not want you to run the ball on them. And when you run the ball on them, they can't stop the run. See, this is the problem. This is why they should have fired McDermott after last season. You had to move on and get a fresh start. Your defense is way terrible than last year. Your defense is the Achilles heel. And they can't stop the run. They can't cover nobody. And your receivers are dog shit. Now all you got to do, if you take James Cook out of the game, there's no receiver on the Buffalo Bills that fucking scares me. They are throwing so many.
Kincaid left for the quad injury today too.
Elijah Moore. You see fucking Curtis Samuel. All these guys. Keon Coleman. He's not really good.
When they use Achane, he's a problem too.
When Miami runs the ball, they run the ball good, but then McDaniel's like, I have to throw the ball. I have to throw the ball. They've always been good running the ball. Always been good running the ball under McDaniel. He stops. He just gets away from it for some reason.
The run game guru in San Fran forgets to run the fucking football all the time. When you have all this speed that he loves to talk about, you have speed at running back too.
Yeah, he's Achane's the fastest running back. If you look at that. If you miss him, he's gone.
Yeah.
If he breaks a tackle, he's gone. If there's nobody else to to clean up, he's gone. It's just when healthy or when they use him. It's the big problem. McDaniel's always ran the ball well in Miami. It's just he just stops running the ball. And if you make it a play action game, you're a quarterback, because unless there's Tua after the concussions, he ain't throwing the ball deep no more.
No.
Unless he got pink eye.
And he might have pink eye today. Because, man, he made some throws today. He made some throws. Yeah. He played really well. This is the thing about this Miami team is no matter how bad they are, they have enough talent to sit there and be like, we could compete a little bit.
I wouldn't be shocked if Buffalo loses in the wild. If they make the playoffs, they bounce in the wild card because of how bad their defense is. Because they need to move from, because they play Bucks the Tampa Bay next week.
Oof. Oh, they have a tough stretch.
Well, yeah, they have a first place schedule.
Oh shit! So you got the Bucks, the Texans, the Steelers, or whatever, Bengals, whatever, Patriots.
Joe Burrow could be back for that fucking Cincinnati game.
I don't know if they keep losing. I don't know if Joe Burrow should come back. The Bills, the Browns, whatever.
Defense at home, fucking.
Yeah, but Dylan Gabriel playing quarterback, I'm not.
Well, we don't know. It could be Shedeur by that time. That's the last.
You're right. Stefanski might not have a job. Yeah. But then Philly, and then us. Beat the fuck out of us. Please beat the fuck out of us.
They could beat the fuck out of y'all.
Good. Please beat the fuck out of us. Put me out of my misery.
The way this defense is, they're gonna have to move on from McDermott and bring some new life in. The problem was when they play Kansas City, that's their Super Bowl.
Correct.
That's their Super Bowl. And they've dominated Miami. They've won 14 straight over Miami. And they come in and just laid an egg. Josh Allen was terrible.
Was.
And Miami, we were talking since before the season started, this Miami defense was ass. They traded away Phillips.
They traded away their best young pass rusher.
They got worse on defense, and they fucking shut the receivers down.
Listen, it's the same thing with the Jets. We got rid of our two best defensive players, and we won. Put up more sacks this year than we had all season in this fucking game, and won after trading our best fucking defensive players.
The fact that they called the Dolphins trying to trade for Waddle is like they're going to make an in-division trade.
Yeah, that's not happening. I agree. The Bills should have went and tried to get Shaheed or Jacoby Myers or somebody, just like the Steelers should have. Both of those teams should have went and got fucking wide receivers, but they decided, nah. I would have given them Alan Lazard for free, but they didn't call to ask for Alan Lazard. He would have been the second best receiver on that team.
No, he wouldn't have been a second best receiver.
He would have been better than Keon Coleman.
Buffalo, if you go through fucking Buffalo's receivers, it's like Shakir.
It's Shakir and then everybody else who stinks.
Yeah, it's all fucking cast-offs. It's Shakir.
Keon Coleman stinks.
Keon Coleman stinks. You got fucking Curtis Samuel.
Alan Lazard would have been the second best receiver on this team.
Elijah Moore. There's another motherfucker.
When you got a Jet cast off on your fucking team, it's a problem. Both tight ends, Jackson Hawes. He's the third tight end. Tyrell Shavers, I don't know who he is.
That's the receiver.
Ty Johnson, Jet cast off.
Yeah, Tyrell Shavers. Like, you don't, and then Kincaid got hurt. So now it's Dawson Knox. But like, there's no receiver that fucking I'm scared of. There's nothing off. And if all you could do is you just contain James Cook, the defense has been trash all season. The defense has been a letdown. That's all McDermott. He's also a defensive coach. They should have fired him last year. They're going to fire him this year. They get eliminated from the playoffs.
They should. Bears 24. Oh, they get eliminated. Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
Bears 24, Giants 20. It is now 12:10 a.m. November 10th of 2025, and Brian Daboll still has a job. Boy, were they about to have a nice win against this fucking Bears team just for them to fucking blow it.
Because Caleb Williams does this thing where he looks like a fucking idiot. And before they came back and won, I'm like, oh, they should really start looking at Tyson Bagent right now. Because I don't know what he overthrows fucking receivers by a mile. It's like, I don't know how long he's going to last because the stupid's not coming out of him.
But then he has moments like he does at the end of these games the last couple of weeks where it's just like, well, we live with it. We live with it because the dude keeps fucking doing it, and then he just has these moments where it's just like.
But he's also doing it against these bad teams.
Again, yeah, but when you're a franchise who doesn't win anything,
he's not going to get away with it against the good teams.
No, but this is the building year where you could afford to do it against these teams now. Ben Johnson's got to really beat the dumb out of them for it. But like you have to overcome something even when he's being stupid, and they've done a lot of that this year. This Bears team is a cursed franchise where they don't win football games. They don't win shit, but you got to start somewhere. Maybe the dumb shit slows down as we get more and more into his career, especially with Ben Johnson, like we said last week, where it's like maybe in 2 years is when we'll really see what Caleb should be. because all the fucking talent in the world is there. He's just a fucking stupid person. But then again, he comes in and has these 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and it's just like, well, okay. Okay, saved a win. They're 6-3. He's going to be their first 4,000-yard quarterback ever. Like, you got to start somewhere. Will they win a playoff game?
What is he at now? Is he on pace?
He's absolutely on pace. Caleb Williams stats. Yeah, he's at 21-36.
Counting today or not today?
Counting today.
Because some sites don't update till tomorrow.
Let me go to Pro Football Reference. Where is it? Nope, that is as of today because Pro Football Reference didn't update yet. So he's at 21-36. 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And we've still got
the one thing about him, he doesn't turn the ball over, but it's just the he's got to stop that spinning shit. He creates pressure when there's no pressure on him. That's the big problem.
He creates pressure, he gets out of pressure, then he runs sidelines and fucking rips one.
When there's no pressure, he creates pressure, running into pressure, and then he overthrows his receivers by miles. Like, his receivers are always overthrown.
Jackson Dart gets hurt, leaves the game with a concussion, fumbles. I'm pretty sure when Jackson Dart went out, Brian Dable's life flashed before his eyes.
Well, they already got in trouble once last time he got hurt when they were going into the tent, so there's nothing you can do about it this time.
Like, get him the fuck out here. Now he had to sit there and look Russ in the face, and Russ was like, you got it, champ. I'm going to go out there, and we're going to win this fucking football game. He didn't.
Put in Jameis. We already know what fucking Russ is going to do. He's not going to fucking win the game.
Jameis doesn't want to play football anymore. Jameis is just vibing. He sat there.
The ball. He's gonna have. Jameis will get you fucking 500 yards and 5 interceptions, but you got the 500 yards.
Jameis is cool in his role. All they do is just hang out, say prayers, because him and Russ are just God guys. And they said a prayer before their final drive. It didn't work. He don't want to play football.
Jameis is better than Russ at this point. Like,
he is.
Jameis should be second string.
I don't think he wants to be.
Well, when you put Russell Wilson in the game, the game is over. Unless Jameis comes in there, it's like the when Russ comes in there, the whole offense is like dead.
Pelissero, this is from yesterday. Bills offered their 2027 first-round pick as a part of a trade package for Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins wanted it to be this year's.
Yes.
Crazy that they didn't just say, okay. James is going to have he is going to do so well when he is just in studio. Like, if he sits there and he joins like that Fox crew.
Oh, he's going to be on HCC network.
Whatever he wants to do, whether it's going to be college or the NFL, whatever he wants to do, he's going to be electric. Because he's so good.
I see this. Dayball should have fucking moved Russ to third string.
Should have just traded Russ.
Nobody wants Russ.
Yeah, but trade him for nothing.
Nobody wants Russ. They tried to trade Russ. They told everybody Russ was available. Guess what? No. Their GM didn't know. The GM thought the trade deadline was on Tuesday.
You know that wasn't real. You know that wasn't real.
Why did anybody call me?
A stunner. Texans 36, Jaguars 29. I didn't watch this game, but I looked and I blinked.
So,
And I'm watching the fucking last 2 minutes of this game, and I'm like, hold on a second.
'cause
Houston's about to take the lead.
Houston's defense is real. Like, them and the Broncos, when they played last week, like, Houston's defense, because Danielle Hunter had a fucking game. Danielle Hunter and the defense, and they were sacking Trevor Lawrence all that. Like, the Jags got all their points off turnovers, and then once the turnovers didn't happen, they couldn't get, because I believe Davis Mills first play threw a pick, and then they kicked the field goal, and then the kick returner fumbled the ball in like the fucking 5-yard line. So then they had a touchdown from that. And then later on, Jackson returned the punt for a touchdown. So they have like 17 points with like barely their offense had to do anything. Because they were given silver platters when you got 2 possessions inside the 10 and then a punt return for a touchdown. But they just kept throwing. Davis Mills just kept throwing at Nico Collins. Kept throwing at Nico Collins. Guess what? He threw at Nico Collins, it works. But with the injured fucking Jacksonville defense, man, they couldn't force any turnovers. And they were just running the ball. They were running the ball on marks. Then they put Chubb in. They were running the ball down their throats. Because once Jacksonville could not fucking move the ball outside of those touchdowns that they had earlier in the game. It was just little field goals. Davis Mills just driving down the field.
Let's go back to the Giants game really quick. Against the Cowboys, Broncos, and Bears, the Giants have had 92.3%, 99.3%, and 96.9% chance of winning late in the fourth quarter. Brian Daboll lost all of them. The odds of that happening is 1 in 60,000.
Yeah, that's a Daboll. That's why you have to fire the coach. Now, we'll say this.
2009 Matt Schaub.
The fucking Mara wanted to fire Daboll after the Denver game, and then somebody stopped him. I don't know. Will that same thing happen this week?
Problem is, there's thoughts that Shane is safe. That's the rumors going through New York sports radio right now, is that Mara wanted to fire him, but there's belief that he'll keep Shane. And everyone's like, no. No. Outside forces have had to sit there and be like,
the David Gettleman thing all over again.
Sit there and stop. Think, Mara. Think. Because then you're going to try to leave it all in Shane's hand, and he stinks. So, I don't know. But the end of this Texas game was fucking wild.
Well, again, Jacksonville lost 2 games this year on 2 BS pass interferences.
Yeah, that pass interference was not good.
That pass interference that put Houston in the fucking
Houston on the fucking 2? Put Houston on like the 2-yard line.
I'm like, I'm like, not another BS pass interference. It's like the bullshit a week 1 against the Bengals, where they call that BS pass interference on Travis Hunter, and then that BS pass interference on their fucking run for the fucking Houston running back. That's what changed them the game. They lost the game because of that.
Even the announcer was like, no.
Yeah.
That's just a bad call.
That was a bad call. It swung the game. It was Davis Mills fucking ran the ball for the game-winning touchdown. Jacksonville's coach has got to use Trevor Lawrence's legs. I've been saying this for years. None of these coaches that do it use Trevor Lawrence in his legs. I will never know why.
Seahawks 44, Cardinals 22. This game was over early. And in case you know this, Steven, I have Jacoby Brissett as my fantasy quarterback. I picked him up because I had Kyler Murray, who is just done. So I picked up Jacoby Brissett because I was like, man, he's going to do something for me. And boy, did he, because I needed him. And they were down like fucking 34-0 at one point. And I was like, garbage time Jacoby Brissett is going to feed
You know,
families.
DeMarcus Lawrence scored twice. He has the same amount of touchdowns as Justin Jefferson on the season. On the same two players, the same sack, the same fumble recovery. For a touchdown.
So like, I was down
through 12 passes.
I was projected to lose in fantasy this week. And then as this game kind of got away from itself, I was like, oh, shit. And then I was like, wait a minute. If we're down 37, or we're down like 30 points, they're not running the ball.
They're not running the ball. No.
Jacoby Brissett's about to put a garbage time masterclass.
I have a fantasy league. I have a fantasy league where I have Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. Well, Trey McBride had like 35 fucking points.
Don't worry. In this league, I got fucking Jacoby Brissett and Trey McBride.
And then Marv got me a cheap touchdown too. So I'm like, yes. We love blowouts.
I sat there. Jacoby Brissett put up a cool 19. Trey McBride put up a cool 27.5. Meanwhile, Kyron Williams gets me 22.5. It was a fucking magical day because I had to rely on fucking Devin Singletary and fucking Slayton.
This is interesting to see because now Seahawks they haven't played the Rams yet, so they get to play the Rams twice. They've already lost to San Francisco, so they still have to play San Francisco one more time. And then the rest of their schedule to see, like, because they just beat up on bad teams right now in the last 2 weeks. Let's see if they're fucking for real.
Rams, Titans, Vikings, Falcons. Their stretch would be tougher if I thought they were a worse team. But I think
I will say this. Remember that the defense in the second half, like Darnold was seeing ghosts in the second half. He had like 3 turnovers.
Well, a lot of dumb shit was happening for that.
Yeah.
Like they got to stop at the goal line twice, and then just nonsense happens. Like he threw an interception because the ball hit the back of the offensive lineman's head. And it just popped up and fell into the safety's hands. So it's just like, I can't attune that to seeing ghosts, but like that's just fucking just unreal. That is like the little jet things that never leave you. That is what that was. That's very jet thing.
Point out that their head coach was the Ravens coordinator who was also blowing these leads for the Ravens.
Yep. But the Rams game next week is going to be a really fucking good game. And then we get to watch them beat the dog shit out of the fucking Titans.
Now, Offensive Player of the Year, which, what we say on Wednesday? JSN. Oh, guess what? We always say, you don't have to play in the fourth quarter. Play in the fourth quarter. You know, I was working the first quarter. That's it. It's done for the day.
Go take a seat.
First receiver to 1,000.
This entire 4 o'clock slate was just fucking bad.
Well, interesting because Dan Campbell took over for play calls for Detroit.
Yep.
And what happened last week when they lost to the Vikings, I could tell Campbell was really upset. The 2 players they didn't use and they weren't using in last week against the Vikings, Dan Campbell's taking over play calls, and I'm going to force them the ball, which is Jahmyr Gibbs and Jameson Williams. They weren't involved in offense last week. Dan Campbell has the menu open, and he's freaking dialing plays.
It's crazy for a team that going into this game was 5-3 and making a change at play calling because he's like, I just think we needed something. That's how you know a guy is a fucking good coach, man. When you can sit there and be like, I'm being proactive, not reactive before it gets like terrible. But this is something we said going into the season where it's like you lost like your play caller.
Lost coordinators, and then they took coaches too. from your staff. So, because I said, well, there's going to be a drop off somewhere, a drop off in the offense, and like them losing to Minnesota last week, and like you got to get Jameson Williams the ball. He's a fast receiver. And you got to give Jahmyr Gibbs the ball. He's a fast running back and slash receiver.
Kudos to him for making that decision because this goes back to, God, I guess I know all the Lions history now because of fucking Aaron Glenn. But year one of his coaching tenure where he keeps the offensive coordinator up until like the very end of the year. And it's like, you know what, we have to make this change now. And that's how we get to the Ben Johnson situation where it's like, I got to trust the guys that I have. I tried you this entire time. It's not working. We need to change something before it gets like terrible. And the rest is fucking history.
Making Gibbs the lead back instead of Montgomery.
Which I never understood. I truly not like, I get it. Montgomery's good.
Yes.
But like,
it's a good change of pace.
It's a good, yes. But like, we saw so much success in the Ben Johnson offense when Jahmyr Gibbs was there.
Yes. So that's Ben Johnson taking his players and forcing them the ball. You know, even Laporta getting the ball.
Yep.
And it's not like they left St. Brown out. They didn't leave St. Brown out at all. He was getting his touches too. Yeah. But they were getting Jameson Williams more involved and Jahmyr Gibbs more involved in the offense.
Well, those guys are their home run hitters. Those are your two guys who are going to take something 90 yards.
Granted, they're playing this Washington team who on defense, they've completely quit punching players and punching referees.
Yeah, what was it? Deron Payne just... he saw Amon-Ra St. Brown coming. He said, "Ha!"
And then Kinlaw punched the fucking ref. Like they literally fucking. It was John Millman was on the call, and he's like, "What are they doing?" And then it's like, and then Kinlaw did came off sides right on the play, and then. You know how the camera's rolling and he's talking. It's like, what is he doing? And Kinlaw is barking at Goff while they're straightening everything out. And Jonathan was like, what is he doing? What? Like, the penalty's on you. Why are you talking trash? You haven't been able to stop them all game. The Detroit scored on every possession.
Yeah.
They didn't punt.
Joshua, they also had Trump in the box. And he called a play. He called some plays.
I called a play. Great play. They're going to score a touchdown here.
They said, I think he said verbatim, the quarterback that they have right now is a very, very good quarterback. He's a very, very veteran quarterback. He's been in the league a long time. That new quarterback they have, though, he's very good. He can be very good. He's got to fix the injuries. And then they're like, oh, do you want to stay for a call? He's like, oh yeah, I'd love to call. These next couple plays are real important. These are real important plays. And then they ran the ball for 4 years, and then he just like for 4 yards, and he just goes, oh, that was an okay run. Whoa, good run. Hey, this next play is important, huh? This next play is gonna be important. It was so stupid.
You guys don't have to worry about ratings. You're good on that.
You're so stupid. He was doing something where he was like doing some announcement or talking, probably because the 50th anniversary or 50th birthday of the Marines is tomorrow, and then Veterans Day is Tuesday. And the second he got to the mic, they were booing him to shit. But what a wild thing to have the president of the United States in the fucking booth for a fucking call. Like, that's crazy to me. That's all because he's just trying to have the new stadium named after him. Let's get away from this. I don't want to get political. Rams 42, Niners 26.
McVay was trying to make a statement in this game. He was like, no, that Thursday game, no, I got something for you, little brother.
This game was not as fucking close as the fucking numbers seem here, because at one point it was like fucking 21-0, and that's when the Niners kept going.
Every time the 49ers would inch closer, the Rams just kept pulling away. So when they get it within 2 scores, the Rams, like, they score is 21-14, 28-14. They make a stop, whatever they score, they score another touchdown. Rams come back, extended another, keeping it 2-3 scores. Every time they tried, the fucking Rams answered and kept it from ever getting close.
They kept pouring it on. It was a great like masterclass of
because the other that one drive, where they scored 35, where they literally just ran play action with 3 tight ends 4 times in a row, and then just gave it to Kyron Williams because they were running the ball with Corum and Williams down their throat.
Corum is a tiny man. I didn't realize how short Blake Corum was until I watched this game literally just get picked up. So he was trying to run into the end zone,
Look how small Genty is.
Well, Genty is my height. Blake Corum is shorter.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. They literally just picked him up and just like, I'm going to pick you up, and then I'm just going to move you back over on this side. And like, that was it. It was done.
Because when they were getting running lanes, when they were running the ball, offensive line was pushing them, and there were some holes there. They don't have like a speed back that'll make it like they don't have a speed back that'll make it like an 80-yard run or anything. But the holes were there; they were hitting them. They were 20-yard gains, 15-yard gains, touchdowns. They were more physical with them, and they were punching them in the mouth.
All right, we've got to the point where we have covered all the games of the week. Now we have an award to give out. The Tua Tagovailoa Dylan Gabriel Ass Player of the Week. Who would you like to nominate for this award?
I would like to nominate Bo Nix. No one was bad as Bo Nix this week.
I agree because
Josh Allen was bad too.
I would say JJ McCarthy is JJ McCarthy is also a nominee for it, but I think for the Ass Player of the Week, multiple time winner Bo Nix.
That's how it should be.
Congratulations, Bo Nix, for winning your second Tua Tagovailoa / Dylan Gabriel Ass Player of the Week award. You will get it in the mail, and it will just be a picture of my middle finger. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Bo Nix have won it multiple times this year.
Dylan Gabriel has also won it a couple times. Dylan Gabriel has won it twice too, I think. It's just we should just instead of calling the Tua Tagovailoa Dylan Gabriel, it should just be the left-handed Polynesian Ass Player of the Week.
Well, Bo Nix is not left-handed. He's been multiple. He has as many victories as them.
What is it in Pocahontas? These white men are dangerous. They're taking the award. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week to cover Week 11 of the NFL Sunday slate. I'm Podcast Poppy, Dylan Barreto, and Big Brother Stephen Barreto. And we will see you next time. Oh, have we not been doing the show this entire time? When did we cut off? Oh, no, we're still doing it. What's happening? I'm watching the show live and it says we are live.
No, you're doing that thing where you don't know how to turn it off again.
No, Steven, it doesn't have the button. What's happening?